Good morning from the beautiful island of Amorgos, Greece. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly, and simply bring your awareness to your breath. Invite your breath into the base of your lungs and the back space of your lungs. Feel your breath fill three-dimensionally. With your next inhale, arms lift to sky, big breath in. Exhale to lower your arms down halfway. Inhale, look to your right as right palm turns up. And then to your left as left palm turns up. Inhale to the right, right palm turns up. And look to your left, left palm turns up. And back to center. Inhale, both arms to sky. Interlace your fingers, press up through your palms. Feel your ribs float away from your hips. And exhale, circle your wrists down. And then circle your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, back and down. Inhale. Exhale. And let's move forward. Palms stack right underneath shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers wide with your exhalation. Round your back to the sky. Inhale, heart reaches forward, tailbone lifts to sky, lengthening head and tailbone away from one another. Exhale again, head and tailbone round towards each other. Inhale, head and tailbone lengthen away from one another. And just explore spinal movement, maybe a little side to side movement laterally, or circles of head and tailbone. Find what feels good to your spine this morning. Exploring head to tail connectivity. And back to center. Neutral spine, navel lifts towards the sky. Curl your toes under. Scapulae widen across upper back. And then let your chest drop, your head drop, your shoulder blades fall in towards each other. Pull your hands apart. Scapulae widen across rib cage. Lift your knees just an inch off of the ground. And then just begin to pulse forward and back. And send your hips high to the sky to inverted V. Spread your fingers wide into the floor. Breathe into the sides of your lungs. And feel your hips float up towards the sky away from your rib cage. Press through your feet, roll forward through your spine through elephant to a plank position. And then draw your chin to your chest, round your back, and roll right back up to inverted V. Let's walk hands slowly back to meet your feet, like a cat stretching sides. Shift your weight towards your toes, hollow belly, and roll up one vertebra at a time, stacking all of your bones. And palms open to Tadasana, mountain pose. Ground down through your feet. Feel softness on shoulders and neck, like a gentle wind blowing on your shoulders. With your inhale, lift arms to sky. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at hips to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale your hands to your shins, lift your heart just halfway to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold forward, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, sit down to Utkatasana, arms sweep forward just below ears. And then pulse here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms lift to sky to Urdhva Hastasana. Feel your pinkies hug in towards one another. Your upper arms externally rotate. Exhale to lower your arms down to spreading wings. Inhale, palms turn up. Rotate to your right. Exhale back through center and rotate to your left. And back to center. Inhale, both arms lift to sky. Grab hold of your left wrist. Give a gentle lift up and breathe into your left side. Back to center, grab hold of right wrist and breathe to your right side. Back to center, bend your knees sitting down to Utkatasana. Sweep your arms down, curl your tailbone under, and roll up through your spine or hinge up. Lift hands to heart. Exhale, press out through your palms. Backs of wrists open, lift your arms to sky, and exhale, circle your arms back down. Balancing the three treasures, reaching down, connecting with earth. Feel the energy of earth, lifting up through your body to your heart. Exhale, connecting to your heart center. Inhale, arms lift to sky, connecting to spirit. Exhale, one more time, reaching down to earth. Feel the earth's energy in relationship to your body. Connect with your heart. And then lifting up to the sky, clearing your mind, feel the blue sky, fill your body. Letting all thoughts pass like clouds parting. Hands meet at heart. Maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. And then meet in mountain pose. Inhale, arms lift to sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands back out to plank. Shift towards the balls of your toes, lower down, hovering your body an inch off the floor, and drop all the way to the ground. Tailbone lengthens towards heels. Inhale, head, neck, breastbone float up. Maybe your hands float off the ground. Or perhaps arms reach down along hips and reach your fingertips towards your toes. Pilates dart. Exhale, lower down to the floor, arms open out wide to a T. And then inhale again, lifting your eyes up just to the baseboard of the room. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to float up your eyes, head, neck, breastbone, like you're shining a light from your breastbone. Exhale, lower down. One more inhale. And exhale, hands come along rib cage, curl toes under, press the ground away, knees on or off the floor. Send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to sky. Bend your knee, open your knee to sky. Exhale your knee to your nose. And then slide your knee to the outer edge of your right shoulder, to your left shoulder, to your right shoulder, and step your foot up and between your hands. Inhale, right arm sweeps forward to the sky. And exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more inhale. And exhale, let your back knee drop down. Both arms lift to sky. Exhale, fold forward, framing your front leg. Shift your hips back and draw your right toes towards your nose. Inhale forward. Back leg lifts. And then let your back heel spiral down to the floor at a 45-degree angle. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, arms lift to sky to Virabhadrasana 1. You can have arms to sky, hands at heart, or if you wish, reach your hands behind you, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, and feel your ribs draw back into your forearms. Exhale, open your hips to Warrior 2. Front heel intersects the arch of your back foot. And take a glance down. Make sure you can see your big toe on the inner edge of your front knee. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, Warrior 2. Right elbow bends, forearm to thigh or hand to floor. Extend your left arm along ear, side angle lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Lift up the top of your thigh. Crease at your right hip. Right arm reaches forward. And exhale down to the floor. To Trikonasana. And feel length in both sides of your waist. Gaze can be forward to the floor, or turn your gaze up to the sky. Left hand can reach to sky or along your ear, or perhaps your hand wraps behind your back to the top of your thigh. Gently pulling the flesh of your right thigh towards the outer edge of your leg. And bend your right knee back over ankle. Lift up to Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, circle your arms down along your front foot. Lift your back heel up, scoop up belly, and step your right foot back to meet your left. Press your feet, roll forward through your spine to a plank. Elbows bend, lower all the way to the ground, or if you're ready for upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet and peel up into upward facing dog. Breastbone lifts to sky, pubic bone zips to navel. Exhale, chin to chest, and roll right back up to inverted V. Inhale, left leg floats to sky. Bend your knee, open knee to sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot up and between hands. Inhale, left arm sweeps forward and windmills to the sky. Exhale, down along your left hip. Inhale, forward, up to sky, and down along your hip. And one more. Inhale, both arms lift to sky. And exhale, lower your back knee down. Hands can rest on thigh, or again, lifting arms to sky. Exhale, fold forward, frame your left foot, sweep your hips back towards your right heel. Draw left toes towards nose, engaging the quadriceps to lengthen hamstrings. And bend your left knee over ankle, lift up your back thigh, and let your right heel drop down to the ground at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, arms lift to Virabhadrasana 1. And again, hands can be to sky, at heart, or wrapping your forearms behind back, breathing into the back space of lungs. Exhale, open your hips to warrior two. And glance down, make sure you can see your big toe on the inner edge of your knee. Reverse warrior, inhale to your left lung. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, side angle lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, lift up quadriceps, crease at your hip. Lengthen your left fingertips forward and down to the floor. Gaze can be forward to the ground or up to the sky. If it feels good to wrap your hand around to the top of your left thigh and draw the flesh of your leg to the outer edge of your thigh. Exhale, we meet back in warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, circle your arms down along your left foot, lift your back heel, step your left foot back to meet your right. Then you can flow through Chaturanga Dandasana, or you can bring your knees down and rest back to Child's Pose. Taking a few deep breaths to your low back. And meet in Child's Pose. Inhale to come on up, walk your hands to the right side of the mat, reach your hips back, breathe to your left lung. And come on up, walk your hands to the left side, reach your hips back, breathe to your right lung. And back to center. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right arm sweeps forward. Feel your navel lift to sky. Exhale, elbow and knee hug towards each other. Hollow in belly. Inhale to reach. Exhale to hollow belly. Elbow and knee hug to core. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower your arm and leg. Other side, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, elbow and knee hug into center. From your core, reach back out. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. Inhale, left leg back. And then open your left hip and your left arm to the sky. If it feels easier on your balance to pivot your femur bone so that your shin is parallel to the short end of your mat, you can do so. And then use your obliques to lift yourself on up. Gate pose. Left hand drops to left thigh. Lengthen your right side waist and side bend towards your left leg. Inhale. Exhale back through center. And then sweep your left arm along ear, opening through left side waist. Exhale, C-curve up towards your left leg. Breathe to your right lung. And back through center. And inhale to your left side. Exhale back to center. One more. Inhale to right. And center. And this time, float your left leg up off the floor. And reach your left arm along your ear. Make small circles with your left arm and left leg. And reverse. And then bring your left hand to your hip and just simply lift and lower your left leg. Working through your outer hip, glute medius. And lower your foot down, sweep your arm along your ear. And close your left body half back to the floor to quadruped. And right leg reaches back, right body half opens, pivoting on your femur bone if that feels easier on balance. With your exhalation, use your obliques to lift on up. And breathe to your left side. Exhale back to center. And breathe to your right side. Exhale, center. Inhale to your left. Exhale, center. Inhale to your right. And one more. And then you can reach your top arm along your ear, top leg lifts, and make small circles with your top arm and leg. And reverse. And sweep your right hand down to hip. Flex your ankle, lift, and lower your right leg for 5, 4. Feel this work through your outer hip. 3, 2, and 1. Close your right body half back to the floor. And round your back into a cat. Inhale, lengthen to cow. And back to your neutral spine. Shake out your spine. And then shift your weight over to one hip. Extend your legs out in front for Dandasana. Engage tops of thighs as hamstrings lengthen. Press into the floor, lift tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, arms lift to sky, big breath in. Exhale with that length, fold forward, nose towards your shins. And take a few deep breaths to your low back. Exhale, roll on up. And then roll down to the floor. 1 vertebra at a time, all the way to the ground. Inhale your arms up and overhead. And then bring your feet a little wider and just take a little heel rock, pointing and flexing at your ankles. Feel that rocking through the crown of your head. And rock just through your right leg. Feel the connection from right hand to left, right foot to left hand. And then from your left foot to right hand. And then through both feet rocking. Imagine there's a sun inside of your core and belly, radiating out to your hands and feet, head and tailbone. And with your next exhale, hug your knees to chest. Inhale, reach back out to the X. Exhale, hug everything into center. Inhale to reach back out. Ground down through your left body half, right elbow, right knee bend towards one another. And then slide the left half of your body over on top of right. You can have your elbows and knees bent, or you can outstretch your arms and legs. Open your left body half and let your right body half follow, rolling to your left side. Open your right body half, left body half follows. And maybe move a little quicker. Or explore a spiral by keeping your gaze to the first side as long as possible until your head naturally comes along for the ride. Meeting on your right body half, left body half opens, and back to your X. Left elbow, left knee bend towards each other as right hip grounds. Slide your right body half over on top of left. Arms and legs bent or outstretched, right body half opens, and just exploring rolling like a baby. Exploring your body half patterning. We meet on the left side, right arm and leg reach long, and back to the X. Then walk your feet in, hands down by your sides. Exhale to flatten your low back into the floor, into a posterior pelvic tilt, and draw your chin lightly to your chest. Feel the back of your spine lengthen. Take a few breaths into the sides of your lungs. And then come back to your natural curves in low back and neck. Hands can press down along your sides. Exhale, curl your tailbone under and roll right on up to a bridge. Exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time like you're lowering a string of pearls into the floor. Inhale at the base. Exhale again, tailbone curls to sky. Roll on up to the top height, hold there. And then just let your right hip drop and press right hip up. Left hip drops, left hip presses up. Right hip drops and level your hips. Left hip drops and level hips. A few more. And then keep your hips level and just try to float your right foot off the floor an inch, and then your left. Right and left. Right and left. And then on the way down, make little figure eights like a leaf floating and falling in the wind. Let your ribs hit the ground first, and then your pelvis. Take a deep breath in. Exhale again, tailbone curls to sky. Roll on up into that bridge. This time, if you feel comfortable, float your right knee into tabletop and extend your right leg up to the sky. Then pulse your hips up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee bends, place your foot down. Other side, left knee lifts, extend your leg to sky and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee bends, place your foot down and roll down slowly through your spine. Now let's move into a cross-lateral pattern next. Big breath in, inhale, left arm sweeps overhead. Exhale, tailbone curls to sky, lift your hips and outstretch your right thigh parallel to your left. Bend your right knee, place your foot down, roll down through your spine. Left arm returns to your side. Inhale, right arm overhead. Exhale, hips press to sky. Left leg out stretches. Left knee bends, place your foot down, roll down through your spine, and right arm returns. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale, hips rise. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right arm overhead. And stay in a range of motion that feels comfortable for your shoulders. So if it's here over chest, that's fine too. Whatever feels good for your shoulders. Exhale, rolling down through spine and return your right arm. And bring your right knee to chest, hands to knee, and your left leg out stretches. Float up your head, neck, and shoulders. Look towards your left toes. Inhale, switch legs. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. We'll pick up the pace a little. Rest, hug both knees in, head rest down. And you can keep your head down or you can be in chest lift, your choice, as we move into single straight leg stretch. Left leg reaches to sky, right leg out stretches. Head, neck, and shoulders float up. And just pulse your left leg towards your chest. Inhale, inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, and exhale. You can explore pointing or flexing in ankles. And rest your head down. And then you can float your hands up behind your skull, knees to a tabletop position. Big breath in. With your exhalation, cross your right shoulder towards your left hip as your right leg reaches long. Inhale back to center. Exhale across left shoulder to right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just a few more. And back to center. You can lower your feet down. Sweep your hands down behind your thighs. Forehead lifts to knees and roll up right through center, or if you prefer, roll to your side to come up to a seated position. And then extend your legs back out to Dandasana, arms lift to sky, big breath in. Exhale again, fold forward, nose towards shins or in that direction. And take a few deep breaths to your low back. Roll on up through your spine, and let's move into a Z-sit. So one knee, right knee bent forward, left knee bent back. Arms open out to a T. Big breath in. Feel even weight through your sits bones, or if you feel your left hip is lifted, you could slide a block or a pillow underneath your right hip. Right hand drops to the floor, and breathe to your left lung. Inhale back to center and breathe to your right lung. Back to center, twist to your right, left hand to right knee. It's okay if left sit bone lifts off the floor to twist. Exhale back through center and twist to your left. And back to center. And one more, side bend over to the right and optionally thread your left arm under your right. Inhale, left arm back to sky and restack your spine. Shift your weight to your right hip, extend your left leg out to the side. Hands lift up behind skull, take a little rotation towards your front bent knee and then C-curve towards your outstretched leg. Exhale right back up and then slide your foot to center, foot to inner thigh, press your leg and foot together, arms lift to sky. Exhale to fold forward again, nose towards shin. And breathe to your low back. And inhale on up. And bend your left knee in, right leg reaches back. Arms lift to sky. And left hand drops down, take a breath to your right side. Inhale back to center and breathe to your left lung. Inhale, center. Rotate to your left, right hand to left knee. And center and rotate to your right. And center, arms open to a T, left hand drops down, take a breath to your right side. Optionally thread your right arm underneath left. And inhale back to center, restack spine, shift your weight to your left, right leg out stretches, hands behind skull, rotate towards your front bent knee, C-curve over, and breathe to your left side. Soften shoulders, soften jaw and gaze, and restack, slide your right leg to center, arms lift to sky, exhale, fold forward, nose towards shin. Inhale on up and exhale. And we'll bring knees to a bent position. Hands walk back just behind shoulders. Fingertips can point forward to the back or to the side, whatever's comfortable for your wrists. Spread your fingers wide. Activate your glutes. Widen your chest and press your hips up. And lower down. Again, widen clavicles. Press your hips up. And inhale, lower. Exhale, press. If you want a little challenge at the top, float your left knee up and lower it down. And float your right knee up and lower, just like you're marching. And then if you want a little more challenge, you can outstretch your legs, widen chest, press your hips on up, look towards your toes, and maybe float a leg up. It doesn't have to be high, it can be a few inches. And lower your hips down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forward. And roll back up through your spine nice and tall. We'll move into a side plank next. So right hand walks out to just in front of your shoulder. And you can have your feet staggered or stacked, your choice. If you need to modify, you can keep your bottom knee bent. I'll show that first. For a modified side plank, knee bent, or stack your feet or stagger your feet. Press through your feet to lift on up, stack your shoulders, stack your hips. If this feels really steady for you, maybe lifting and lowering your top leg. Or maybe lifting your top arm along your ear and bending your top elbow and knee towards one another. And then lower your hips down. Stagger your feet so your top leg is in front of your lower leg. Press through your feet, come on up into a side plank, and then twist. Reach your left arm through towards your right foot. Inhale back up to side plank, and take a side curl, hips lift to sky. Exhale, back shoulders stack, pivot towards the balls of your feet. Reach your left arm through to right foot. Inhale back to side plank, bend your elbows lower down. Let's switch your legs over to the other side. Feet are stacked, or to modify, bottom knee is bent. And then hand is slightly in front of shoulder. Press through your feet, come on up to that side plank. And here, optionally, lift and lower your top leg. Or reach your top arm up and bend your elbow and knee towards one another. And then lower your hips down and rest. Stagger your feet, top leg in front of lower leg. Big breath in, come up to your side plank, then pivot onto the balls of your feet and reach your right hand through towards your left foot. Inhale back to sky and take a little side bend. Back to center one more time. Pivot, reaching your right hand towards left foot. Inhale back to sky and bend your knees lower down. And then we'll come up to all fours and send your hips back to child's pose. And take a few deep breaths to your low back. Press your lower body up to quadruped. Exhale back, child's pose. 5 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Toes curl under, hips lift to sky, right leg sweeps to sky. Exhale, bring your ankle behind left wrist to pigeon pose, or you can do supine pigeon on your back if that's more comfortable for your hips today. And lengthen spine, walk your hands forward. Forehead rests onto hands. Breathe to your hips. 5 deep breaths. You can stay here in pigeon, or if you'd like to move into a quadriceps and hip flexor stretch. You can walk your hands forward and bend your left knee. Sweep your left arm back, grabbing hold of the inner edge of thigh. Maybe floating your right fingertips up. Exhale to lower your hands down. Release your foot gently. Curl your toes under. Send your right foot back to meet your left. Inhale, left leg lifts to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot behind your right wrist. Lower down softly. It's optional to place a block under hips or supine pigeon on your back. When you're ready, walk your hands out. Forehead rests to hands. 5 deep breaths. You can stay here longer, or if you want to move into a quadricep stretch, you can come on up, gently bend your right knee, sweep your right hand back to the inner edge of right thigh, press your foot to hand. Inhale, maybe left arm sweeps up. Exhale, gently release your hand, release your foot. Scoop up belly, and we meet in downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Shift your weight towards your toes, hollow in belly, roll up through your spine. And then just take a little bounce. Shift to your right, shift to your left, shift to your toes, shift to your heels. And take a little swing, tapping loose fists just by armpits and near kidneys at your low back, just below rib cage. And then like a trembling horse, shake it out. You're shaking off water. Inhale, arms lift to sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Coming back to the intention you set for your practice today. And then let your palms drop down, head drop down, roll down one vertebra at a time to the floor. Walk your hands forward, your feet back. Bring your knees to the ground, shift your weight to one side, legs out, stretch. And then roll down onto your back. Open your arms to a T, knees bend, shift your hips a little to the right, knees lower left, gaze to your right. And take 3 deep breaths. Yield into the floor. Feel the earth supporting you. Feel the sunlight supporting your body. Exhale to untwist. Shift your hips a little to the left and let your knees lower to the right. Gaze to your left. Feel your shoulders yield into the floor. A few deep breaths. Exhale back to center out. Stretch your legs, hands rest down by your sides. Allow your feet to rest open, your hands to rest open. Relax your neck, your belly, your jaw, forehead. Relax your hands, your feet, fingers and toes. And feel your breath support. Feel your breath fill all your cells. Notice the sound of your breath like a gentle ocean wave. And allow your belly to rise with inhales and fall with exhales. And when you're ready, lightly move fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Inhale, arms overhead. Walk in your feet. Slowly roll to one side. Yield into the floor and peel yourself on up to seated. Find a comfortable seat. Hands to heart.